Almost 2 full minutes of opening credits. Okay, if you watched my video on Unbowed, Unbent, Unbroken, you'd know how much I love to talk about the books, and nothing has changed since then. In the books, winter starts hitting the north super badly, and the conditions around Stannis' army are way worse than they are here. This honestly doesn't even look that bad.
Burnt our food stores to the ground, all our siege weapons destroyed.
How did 20 men destroy every single siege weapon they had? I could totally see a bunch of them getting destroyed, but all? Really? So, last episode, we saw that the Night's Watch got to Hardhome on boats, and in the books, they make a point of how the ships set sail from Eastwatch by the sea, because there aren't any bodies of water in or around Castle Black. My point is, why are the surviving Night's Watch members and wildlings walking to the wall now? Shouldn't they be sailing into Eastwatch? Bullshit moment of fake tension is bullshit because I know that Sir Alistair is going to open the gate. Don't try to fool me, show. Kids.
Tell the Lord Commander his king commands him to send food, supplies, fresh horses.
Don't you love how Davos doesn't even take the scroll with him when he leaves the tent? Stannis commanded him to deliver the scroll with his demands to Castle Black, but Davos doesn't even take it with him.
This is my own poor way of saying thank you. For teaching me to be a grown-up.
Aww, I'm so excited to see how Davos and Shireen's father-daughter relationship will grow once Stannis takes the throne. It's gonna be so heartwarming. The show's entire Dornish plot deserves a solid 10 sins.
What a lovely dress.
You don't like it?
You must be cold.
Not at all. The Dornish climate agrees with me.
So much cringe. Okay, so Alaria Sand was captured for sending the Sand Snakes to capture Myrcella, but she's still allowed to sit here in the same room as Myrcella completely free of restraint? Yeah, that checks out.
The princess's necklace in the jaws of a viper.
That necklace was stolen from my room.
There is absolutely zero subtlety here.
But I've seen war. I've seen the bodies piled on the battlefields. I've seen the orphans starving in the cities. I don't want to lead my people into that hell.
No, you want to break bread with the Lannisters.
And that is precisely what we are doing.
See, in the books, Prince Doran actually has multiple different plots going on all at once that are all meant to undermine the Lannisters. But in the show, they made him into a pathetic little bitch.
You are mother to 4 of my nieces, girls I love very much. For their sake, I hope you live a long and happy life. Speak to me that way again, and you won't.
But he just kinda lets her go and never does anything about her at all. I mean, she tried to kidnap your hostage, but you're letting her walk around free? What the fuck, dude? Not gonna lie, Prince Trystane has the most fuckboy stance I've ever seen.
Why do we play? I'm better than you. I'll always be better than you. Have I ever missed?
The Sand Snakes have basically been reduced to a bunch of tomboyish schoolgirls in the show, which is so insulting for such incredible characters from the books that I'm gonna throw 10 sins up for it.
Sir Bronn of the Blackwater.
I didn't realize there were knights of the Blackwater.
Only the one.
Only one? But in the book, they made a point of having a bunch of people get knighted as a result of their role in the Battle of Blackwater Bay. Damn, Dumb and Dumber really love to shit on the books, don't they? Oh, great, right back to this plot.
How much for your little clam?
Underage clams. She just does this little transfer right out in the open where anyone could see it. It's amateur hour.
So give me a kiss by the long canal, and give me 2 kisses in Salty Town.
I love Mace Tyrell. Take a sin off, damn it.
They were going to make that boy fuck a Renly king.
That's racist.
Too old. You have what I want or not.
Why doesn't Meryn just tell them the age range he wants instead of simply saying too old a bunch of times? Also, pedophilia.
Who let this girl in? Shoot, shoot!
Considering Meryn was about to realize where he recognized Arya from and the brothel keeper lady shooed her away, I'm counting this as a random brothel keeper ex machina. Good thing Meryn's child boner made him forget about Arya, cause she might have been fucked otherwise.
You can swear your allegiance to me now. Or you can die.
This plot development just kinda came out of nowhere. All of a sudden she's on the chopping block? Without warning? What the fuck, Dumb and Dumber? So she pledges her allegiance to him and Prince Doran immediately trusts her? Come on, Book Doran was never this much of a dumb bitch. So if Ilaria is so impulsive as to try and kidnap Myrcella, why is she not so impulsive to attack Jaime when she walks into his unguarded room? Scenes like this don't make sense because the writers are basically making Ilaria's character flip-flop all over the place. Her goal was to start a war between the Lannisters and Dorne by killing Princess Myrcella, but she could achieve the exact same goal by killing Jaime right now.
I know your daughter had no part in the terrible thing that happened to the man I love. Perhaps even you are innocent of that.
This line only exists for the purpose of trying to fake out the audience. The writers want us to be surprised by Myrcella's death when it's actually totally predictable. Also, Ilaria has literally no reason at all to say this to Jaime. She could have killed Myrcella in the exact same way without this pointless exchange.
Both of them thought they belonged on the Iron Throne. When people started declaring for one of them or the other, their fight divided the kingdoms in two. Brothers fought brothers.
How convenient that Shireen is reading a story that directly relates to the conflict in the show. Okay, this whole scene is probably the stupidest scene in this entire episode, which is really saying something. First of all, we've been shown before that Stannis genuinely loves his daughter, so this decision makes no sense. Second, on a very basic political level, this decision makes no sense. If Shireen dies, Stannis doesn't have a true-born heir to take his place. In fact, the next in line of succession, at least as far as the show is concerned, would be Gendry, who, for all Stannis knows, could very well be dead. Essentially, this decision is Stannis being a total dumbass and allowing House Baratheon to be completely destroyed. And third, in the books, Stannis actually leaves Shireen and Selyse at Castle Black and orders his men to put her on the throne if he dies in the fighting, which is so much more logical for his character. The ropes are higher in this shot than they were in this shot. Continuity apparently isn't post-season 4's strong suit. In fact, post-season 4's strong suit is sucking. I will admit, as shitty and stupid as this scene is, the actress who plays Shireen does a pretty great job, so I will remove a sin for that, but don't expect any more. Discount Roman gladiator games.
Clap your hands.
They didn't go over these instructions before they got to the pit? Really?
Has your experience ever involved any actual fighting? You, yourself, have you ever tried to kill another man who was trying to kill you?
Honestly, all of this open hostility and bickering is super boring. Can we get this shit done already? Sir Friendzone. Flirting via murder. The Bravosi wipes his sword clean before fighting Jorah, but when he goes in to start the fight, his sword is bloody again. Did some fresh blood fall out of the sky onto his blade? So Jorah's sword is under his head here, but then disappears in the next shot. I thought the teleportation didn't start until the later seasons, but Jorah's sword is apparently ahead of the curve. Random gladiator ex machina. Honestly, good riddance. Tyrion ex machina. So the Dothraki and Dany's guards were severely outnumbered, but somehow by the time we see Tyrion, Jorah, and Daario in the next episode, they'll be totally unscathed. Are we really supposed to believe that they were able to make it out of the pit after all of that? Over 1 full minute of credits.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?